Welcome to the Junior Golf Podcast, a podcast dedicated to helping parents and juniors navigate through the journey of junior golf. From fitness to mental coaching, we cover it all on this podcast. Here's your host, Ro Thompson.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Junior Golf Podcast. I'm your host, Ro Thompson. And man, I got to tell you, we got a special guest in the building. We have none other than Ryan Bozard, junior golf phenom out of South Carolina. Hey, Ryan, welcome to the podcast. How you doing?
Hey, Mr. Ro, I'm doing great this afternoon. I just wanted to thank you for the invite. I'm very excited.
Hey, listen, man, it's a pleasure having you on. When you and John played in the high school tournament a couple of weeks ago, I thought you were a fine young man, and just wanted to have you on, get your take on junior golf, and just I think you got an incredible story. I was looking at your tournaments over the last year, man. You got a couple of firsts. You got about 3 first place finishes. You got about 4 top 5 finishes. So you've been playing some really good golf, right?
Yeah, I've been playing good for sure. Definitely something that you're always working on, but yeah, it's good to get results. Obviously, those getting number one is definitely the goal at everyone. Hopefully, keep it up. Maybe get some good first place finishes at some of the major tournaments this summer.
I know that would be absolutely phenomenal. So, man, before we get into all the golf, tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got started in the game of golf.
All right. So obviously, like you already said, my name is Ryan Bozard. I'm from Hollywood, South Carolina, which is in Charleston. I'm a senior in high school, a 2023 graduate. I plan to play collegiate athletics next year at Francis Marion University, which is in Florence, South Carolina. I'm a man of faith. I take that very seriously. And more or less, I could consider myself a golf addict. I'm just like a lot of my fellow friends and people that I have stuff in common with. I love the game of golf.
Great.
Yeah. So you said you wanted me to talk a little bit how I got into it.
Yeah, how you got started? Okay. Did your parents put some clubs in your hands, or how did that all transpire?
Yeah. So let's see. I grew up in Walterboro, South Carolina, where my dad was just a member of one of the local courses, nothing crazy. And I obviously don't remember it, but I think I've seen some pictures when it was kind of my dad's duty or whatever to take care of me for the day. That's a lot of times what we would do. And but it was when I was really little, so like he would strap me in the golf cart when he was playing, and we would kind of hang out and we'd play 9 holes. So that's kind of when my first introduction to golf. For whatever reason, the next couple years after that, I didn't grow up playing golf when I was younger.
Okay.
I actually was so we moved around a couple times, and then however it worked out with the moving around is I didn't play golf. But however, I was a really big soccer player, and I was pretty good at that. That was kind of my passion. That's what I did.
Okay.
And when I was, I'm 18 now, but when I was about 13, I broke my leg. Oh. And that honestly kind of is the reason that I play golf today. So I broke my leg, and the injury itself, it was like just a broken leg. It was fine. Like I got the cast and it healed up, whatever. Right. However, just like about golf, like I call myself a golf addict. I used to be a soccer addict. So I was dying to get back and play in my club tournaments and just get back into the rhythm of things.
Right.
And my rush to get back to soccer ended up with me not letting my leg heal in time.
Yeah.
So that was the reason I picked up golf. Is it because I could golf? It didn't hurt my leg, and I no problem walking or anything like that. So ultimately, that was the reason I started playing golf again. But then I fell in love with it. So then I started getting results. I started playing really good. I met cool people through the game. I have friends now that we share a lot of the same hobbies, and kind of ever since that, I never looked back.
And how did you break your leg again?
I didn't break it playing soccer, but it was just out with my buddies kind of in the yard playing football, playing
Oh, yeah, yeah,
tag,
yeah.
wrestling each other, whatever we were doing. We were just messing around. But I I broke the end of my fibula off, which
Okay.
is obviously the little smaller section of your leg, not your tibia.
Okay.
So the end of that breaking off is kind of, obviously that was painful itself, but it kind of made a lot of scar tissue down at the bottom of my leg, close to my ankle.
Right.
So that's kind of how I ended up not being able to run very well.
Okay. Okay, great. And so when you started playing golf at 13 or got, kind of got back into it,
Yeah.
when did you feel like your game was progressing to the point where you could be really good at golf?
Honestly, I don't know what your other players say to this question, but there wasn't an exact time that I was like, all right, like I'm getting pretty good. It's like I've kind of always, I guess, been blessed to have, like, whether I was gonna do good or bad, kind
Yeah,
of have confidence in myself.
right.
So when I was 13 and I just kind of started taking it seriously,
Mhm.
I was begging my dad. I did some research on the tournament, so I was begging my dad to get me in the tournaments. My first golf tournament was a 9-hole tournament at Daniel Island
Okay.
Country Club in
Nice course.
Charleston.
Nice course.
I think I shot a 54 on 9 holes.
Right.
So, like, I wasn't some golf prodigy
Right.
stud straight out of the get-go,
Right.
but I was in love with it. And I kept my head up high even after shooting a 54. But like I
Mhm.
said, there wasn't an exact time that I knew that I was getting good. I just liked it so much, and I just had to play it every day.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, as you probably know, when you do something every day and you try your hardest at it, you just get good.
Yeah.
So
It's
that's
funny.
kind of how it happened to me.
It's funny you say that. I just ran across a video, and it says if you spend 18 minutes every day working on your craft, you'll be better than 95% of the people at that sport. So
Yeah, no, yeah, that's amazing quote. And the statistic too, that's awesome. That
yeah,
kind of opens some eyes.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. And so when you started playing, really good, do you remember when you got your first win?
My first win?
Yes.
I do remember my first win. Yeah.
Tell
So
us about that.
all right, yeah, I'd love to.
Yeah.
Let's see. So I think I was probably 15. So it was 2 years later, but like I said, playing golf every day between the time I started to my first win.
Yeah.
I never played a SEJJ major. I played I played on my team in freshman year. But
Right.
anyway, so my first tournament win was actually a Hurricane Junior Golf
Oh, okay.
tournament,
Okay.
which I'm sure you know. So like I
Yeah.
said, that was kind of the point where I wasn't good enough to get into the big majors and stuff. I
Right.
was playing 1 days and I was winning those. But my first, I think it was my first win was like this Hurricane. So it was the first 2-day tournament I
Yeah.
ever played in,
Yes.
which
Yes.
I was like, I thought it was the biggest deal because it was a 2-day tournament. I never played one before.
Yes.
It was at Blackmore in Myrtle Beach,
Okay.
which
Okay.
is a cool little track. However, I played some of my best golf I ever played. Like I said, I was 15. I shot 75, 75. I think I won by one stroke. And I was looking at the leaderboard the whole time. I was so nervous.
Woo.
I still like play back like kind of that final hole in my
Yeah.
head because I just remember I ended up making like I said, I was so nervous. I ended up making probably about a 10-footer for bogey to win the
You win
tournament.
the tournament.
If I two putted, it was a playoff, so I had to make this bogey putt. But I
Right.
made it. So but I remember walking it in like I was like the best, and so I definitely remember my first win. That was one to remember.
Well, I know that was an awesome feeling, man. So take us through Ryan's practice routine. Like what's your daily routine when you go out and
Yeah.
you're preparing for a tournament or you're preparing for a 2-day? What's your practice routine like?
All right. Yeah. So let's see. My main practice routine is kind of just something I live by, and that's by I practice every day. So
Right.
like if it's raining all day, I'll be like, we have a little game room, I guess you call it. I'm out here taking swings, or I have a little putting area. I'll be working on my putting. I'll be always doing something. So I do something every day,
Good.
which is, some people like prepare for tournaments. I wouldn't say I prepare for tournaments, because I like to say I'm always prepared. I love it a lot. So I practice every day. However, inside of that practicing every day, I am not too much of a range rat, or a practice. Like, a lot of my practice comes in playing, because I kind of believe if you can't put your practice into play, then it's going to be really hard for you to go into a tournament and try to obviously play golf tournament when you maybe have been hitting range balls the whole week. So I definitely enjoy practicing my chipping putting, and I enjoy practicing maybe. Oh, we still there?
Yes, I'm still here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got to charge my phone. I enjoy, like I said, I enjoy practicing my chipping and putting, and enjoy practicing swing thoughts or whatever I'm working on with my coach, Paul Woodbury in Florence. So I'll practice like my swing. I don't practice hitting a golf ball good, because that's what the golf course is for. So yeah, I play a lot. I really try to get in 9 holes or 18 holes every day, and just make sure know how to shoot good scores, because ultimately that's what golf is. It's not really how many times can I hit it straight on the range, like, can I shoot a 34, 35? Can I shoot under par at kind of any given 9 holes?
That's good. That's good. Now, Ryan, we know golf is a very hard sport. How do you handle a bad hole, a bad shot? What's your mindset like, when you having a little tough time on the course?
Yeah, so this is one that I'm excited to learn how to do, because I'm not the best at it. I'm passionate about the game, and I want to win. I just want to win, and I will get mad. So that's something I'm definitely working on all the time. I actually have one of my buddy's moms is actually a really good sports psychologist, so I'm always running stuff by her, making sure I'm getting the brain right.
Yes.
One thing that I'm not, because I'm not, I'll be honest about it, obviously
No,
some
that's
people
good. That's good, because people, juniors need to hear this, because the mental aspect of the game is what can win you tournaments.
It definitely is.
They say golf is what, 90-95% mental.
It really is. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's strange when my mentality, like I say, something that you always can work on, but like, my mentality is great when I'm hitting it good. And maybe anybody's would, but like, I try to hold myself a lot of confidence. And it's like, when I'm playing good, like, it won't really be, most time it won't really be like an even or 1 under. Like, I'll normally take it 3, 4, 5 under if I'm playing good, because like, I just have confidence that I'm playing well. I'm working on new stuff all the time about what do you do when you double your second hole? Like, how do you do after that? It's something that I have been working on that has actually helped me a lot, and it's kind of funny, and I kind of enjoy it. It makes me laugh, with a smile on my face, even after you put a double on the scorecard.
Right.
But so I'll hit a bad shot. Everybody hits them. I'll hit a bad shot, and I just look at it, and all I allow myself to say is wow. So I'll hit it, and I'll just go, wow. And that's like, it's weird, because like, after you say wow, you can't say anything else. So like, it's done. It's like, it's done. It already happened. So like, you tap in your double putt, and you just look at your hole, and you just go, wow. And that's like all you say. And then it's just like, once you say wow, you can't say anything else. So say wow, and then just move on to the next hole. Move on to the next shot. You know what I mean? So that's something I've been doing that I like. It's been helping me.
That's good. We listen to Dustin Johnson a lot, and Dustin Johnson says, when you hit a bad shot, there's nothing you can do about it.
I know.
So you don't get upset, because that's in the past.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta focus on the next shot. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So that's good. So now so you're getting ready for some college golf. You're a senior. And
yes, sir.
A senior night tonight. And so you probably got, couple more months of junior tournaments. What's your goal rounding out your junior career?
Yeah. Okay. That's a great question. Like I said, I don't prepare like specifically for each and every tournament.
Right.
However, the goal is to improve my game overall. So like the goal is to obviously have my game in a really good shape before I enter college. The if you're talking strictly results, my first goal is to win a 3-day SCJGA 3-day tournament.
Okay.
So whether that's the SC Junior, the Grant Bennett, the Jimmy Self, a tournament in those lines, like some of those bigger tournaments is definitely something that I'm looking to win. And you got to play good golf to win, as you know. Like a lot of those people are shooting. I mean, you gotta be well under par for those 3 days. But that's something I know I can do, and that I'm working to do it. So that's definitely the goal in the next few months, just to know I can win a big tournament before I play big tournaments in college.
That's great. So you're all set to go to Francis Marion. What are you most looking forward to with the college experience of the game?
Yeah, no, I'm definitely looking forward to it for numerous reasons, for sure. Like I just mentioned a second ago, I'm looking. I guess that's after the junior golf. I love my new coach at Francis Marion, Mark Gaynor. Okay. He's a really cool guy, and he's good at golf himself. And I actually got a chance to play with him in a tournament.
Okay.
A few months ago in the South Carolina Club Championship tournament. So all the people that won their club championships played in Myrtle Beach. Okay. So I got to play with him, and he has a killer short game. He just knows how to play the game. Mm-hmm. So like I'm really looking forward to growing my game and to just getting it really good. And with his help or my coach's help or all that, I should have some more time to play and practice and everything. And not to mention the teammates are going to be really good. So hopefully I can take stuff from them. I'm looking forward to meeting new people. I'm definitely kind of more of an extrovert or a social person. So I love meeting new people, just like I met you the other day.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that. I'm also looking forward to just studying actually and learning and going to college classes and learning my major, which is biology. So I really like science. So I'm looking forward to learning more about science.
That's good. That's good that you have a focus on academics too. Any aspirations of next level golf?
Yes, for sure. So like I said, I'm definitely playing collegiately the next 4 years. And then like I said, I love golf. I would love to play professionally. That's the number one goal. Good. Obviously, I think it's smart to have a backup plan behind that.
Right.
Because as much as I want it to happen, obviously you need to think smartly about it. So I am doing that in every way I can be smart with it. However, I'd love to play professionally.
That's good. That's a good goal. Now, what's your best round ever?
I have shot in tournament. I've shot 67 a few times.
Okay.
And kind of, which is a decent score. It's strange because the majority of my lowest scores are in tournaments. I'm not exactly sure if that's for just like more focus or whatever, but pretty much all of my lowest scores are in tournaments. Like I kind of get more in the zone for the tournaments.
Right.
But kind of strangely, I've shot 31 on 9 holes like 5 or 6 times.
Ooh, that's
so
good.
Like every now and then I just like pop out with the 31. And the other day in one of the tournaments, I actually lipped out on the front 9. I lipped out a putt for 30. So that kind of had me going because I really wanted to make it.
Oh, I know you did. So and tell us what's in the bag, man. What
I actually, like I said, I did a little bit, not too much, but I did a little bit of prep for the podcast. So I went down in the truck and I got my clubs out.
Okay.
So
what's in the bag? Tell us what's in the bag.
All right, let's see. I'm just giving a little show. Yes. I got some SM9 wedges. This one's like a wedge works. It's a 60. But yeah, I got Titleist SM9s, Vokies.
Okay.
Pretty irons. These are new Titleist T100s. Okay. Love them so far. They look like I'm used to playing blades, so they look like a blade, but they are forgiven. Like I've hit one,
Okay.
I've hit a few, let's say not very close to the center of the club, and still ended up being all right.
Okay.
So that's
Okay.
something you can be
So
happy
you
with.
so you can tell the forgiveness.
Yes, it's very good. Like like I said, I'll miss them, and just like, or my blades, if you miss it and it's going to the front bunker, these ones you can miss it and it just carries that front bunker and maybe rolls on the green, and you still got to putt, instead of plugging in the bunker.
Gotcha.
So that's something that I'm looking forward to the next few months. Hopefully it's not going to be the craziest change in my game, but maybe over the next few months you can see your little index getting a little bit better with the iron play.
Yes.
So I might switch to a 7-wood soon, because that sounds pretty cool. But I'm play a hybrid. This is one of my favorite clubs in the bag. It's a Ping hybrid G4 25, and it's just so old and like crusty and everything.
Hey,
and
that's
just
your
like
old reliable.
Yes, old reliable right there. In the woods, I actually play a couple different ones. I play a Titleist TSR 3. Technically it's a 4-wood, 16.5 degrees. In all my woods I have like this the Fujikura shaft in it with the Vela cord, which I really like. Like I said, I got it for one of my woods, and I ended up just getting them for all of them because it's so good, stable.
Yeah.
On the driver, this is new, so this is always pretty cool, and it's a little dirty. But I have the new Ping.
Okay.
It's a G430 LST with the Ventus black in it.
Okay.
And it's a great club. It goes really far, but it's also forgiving when you mishit it.
How long you carrying that driver, Ryan?
About 300 yards is probably my average.
That's about right. Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah. I most of the time that's one of my favorite clubs. I can normally depend on that going pretty far and fairly straight most of the time.
Right.
And actually I got another new club, and that's the flat stick. I actually did a little bit of a deal, like a college kind of deal with Bedinari. So I reached out, I met one of those guys and reached out, and they kind of hooked me up a little bit. And so I have a new Bedinari in the bag.
Okay.
It's called a Studio Stock 9.
Okay.
So I'll show you it here.
A little bit fatter blade.
Yes, a little bit fatter blade, but I don't know if you know anything about the putters, but it's face balance, how like it goes in. So when you bounce it, it just has a tiny bit of toe hang.
Okay.
Which is good. It has a little bit thicker grip on there. But I went and got fitted, and this just fit my stroke perfectly. And I've been seeing great results, because that was something that last few years have been the worst point of my game. So I'm trying to change that around and make that the best part of my game. And so far, so good.
Okay, that's good.
That's what I play a Pro V1X golf ball, and I'll actually show you right quick.
Uh-oh, Ryan, you still there? Did we lose you? I think you kicked
Let's see. Yeah, I'm back. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, my phone fell off when I did it. So I play a Pro V1X. I always do a little blue line on it. That's kind of my thing. And then my dad's insurance logo. So a Farm Bureau, it's a little red logo. I'm sure, I don't know who's going to watch the podcast, but I use this exact same ball every time I play, with the same exact markings, same exact logo. Yes. So it's kind of something that I've been known for to play.
Okay, good. Anything in the bag that's nostalgia that you could never take out of the bag?
I have a little cross pennant that I just have in there. Yeah. That it was a necklace that just got like super old, and it just kind of like broke, and I just put it in there. Right. And then I don't know. I guess it just got in there because it broke when I was on the course. But then my last couple golf bags, I like saw it in there, and I was like, I mean, I've been playing pretty good. I guess I'll just keep it, and I'll put it in the other one. So like I just keep it in there. Right. And I was like, as long as it's working, and obviously golf's a hard game. You always could use a little bit of the Lord to help you out.
Yes, you're so right.
Yeah, so I keep that.
Good. So man, any friends you want to give a shout out while you're on the podcast tonight?
Yeah, no, definitely someone that that kind of got into golf the same time I did was my best friend Simon DiMaggio that I was just talking to you about earlier. We got into golf around the same time, and we've played and practiced a lot since then. And we're always rooting for each other. We're competitive, but we're rooting for each other. So that's something that's I always will remember.
Good. So, man, how can everybody reach you on social media?
Yeah, so I have an Instagram and I have Facebook. I mainly use Instagram and Snapchat, but if anyone wants to follow me on Instagram, it's at Bozard Ryan, just last name, first name, Bozard. So yeah, that's my Instagram. That's
good. Well, listen, Ryan, from the Junior Golf Podcast family, man, we want to thank you for coming on. It's been great interviewing you today. Good luck the rest of the season, and man, I'm gonna be watching you during your college career. Okay.
Awesome. Yes, sir. I really appreciate that.
Good. I stay on Golf Stats.
I know you do. I'm always happy to hear it.
Yes. All right, Ryan. Thank you so much. We'll see you at the next tournament. Okay.
Yes, sir, Mr. Thompson. Thank you again for having me.
All right. Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you for listening to the Junior Golf Podcast. You can follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. We hope you enjoyed this new episode, and if you did, please leave us a review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Please share this episode with others who may be interested in this topic. Also, feel free to let us know what topics you'd like to see covered in future episodes. Get in touch in the comments or on any of our social media networks. See you next week for a new episode